Hey guys, welcome back. Just got some news that came about yesterday, Saturday. Okay, so here it's all about the IMF unveils a new global currency known as the Universal Monetary Unit to transform world economy. Okay, it says here. A new global currency just launched, but 99% of the global population has no idea what just happened. Right? Okay, let's go here. Okay, so the Universal Monetary Unit, also known as Unicoin, is an international central bank digital currency that has been designed to work in conjunction with all existing national currencies. This should set off alarm bells for all of us because the widespread adoption of the new global currency world would be a giant step forward for the globalists' agenda. The IMF did not create this new currency, but it was unveiled at a major IMF gathering early this week. That was Thursday, guys. Last Thursday. Remember Thursday? They had an IMF meeting in Washington with France, Japan, and India. Yeah, I will go and find, if I can, I will go and find um, a video about that. See what I can find. Okay. Okay. So today at the International Monetary Fund IMF Spring Meeting 2023, the Digital Currency Monetary Authority (DCMA) announced their official launch of an international central bank digital currency (CBDC) that strengthens the monetary sovereignty of participating central banks and complies with recent crypto assets policy recommendations proposed by the IMF. Universal Monetary Unit (UMU), symbolized as ANSI character U, is legally a money commodity, can transact in any ledger, tender settlement, currency, and functions like a CBDC to enforce banking regulations and to protect the financial integrity of the international banking system. As the press release quoted above indicates, this new universal monetary unit was created by the Digital Currency Monetary Authority. So, it says here, so who in the world is the Digital Currency Monetary? Okay, honestly, I had no idea until I started doing some research for this article. The press release says that the organization consists of sovereign states, central banks, commercial and retail banks, and other financial institutions. The DCMA is a world leader in advocacy of digital currency and monetary policy innovations for governments and central banks. Membership within the DCMA consists of sovereign states, central banks, commercial and retail banks, and other financial institutions. Basically, it sounds like a secretive cabal of international banks and national government is conspiring to push this new currency down our throats. We are being told, okay, we are being told that the Universal Monetary Unit is a crypto 2.0, and those that created it are hoping that it will be widely adopted by all constituencies in a global economy. The DCMA introduces Universal Monetary Unit as Crypto 2.0 because it innovates a new wave of cryptographic technologies. For realizing a digital currency public monetary system with a widespread adoption framework encompassing use cases for all constituencies in a global economy. I don't know about you, but this sounds super shady to me. Yeah, this is like a this is like they're trying to take it they want to take over the world using this sort of um new coin. Okay, of course, the Digital Currency Monetary Authority is not the only one that has been working on a new digital currency. The UK has also been working on one. The same is true for the European Union. And would it surprise anyone that the Biden administration is touting the potential benefits of a digital form of the US dollar? The following comes from the official White House website. I'll go back to that. States central bank digital currency (CBDC) would be a digital form of the US dollar. While the US has not yet decided whether it will pursue a CBDC, of course, it's already been made, it's already been done, they just keep it under the radar. The US has been closely examining the implications of and options for issuing a CBDC if the US pursued, if you mean when, pursued a CBDC, there could be many possible benefits such as facilitating efficient and low-cost transactions, fostering greater access to financial systems, boosting economic economic growth, and supporting the continued centrality of the US within the international financial system. Okay. I don't think that it is a coincidence that the governments all over the Western world are simultaneously developing CBDCs, and the IMF has actually already put together an extensive handbook to assist central banks and governments throughout the world in a CBDC rollout. Okay, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) is putting together a central bank digital currency (CBDC) handbook to assist central banks and governments throughout the world in a CBDC rollout. Published publicly on April 10th, the IMF approach to central bank currency capacity development report outlines the IMF's multi-year strategy for aiding CBDC rollouts, including the development of a living CBDC handbook for monetary authorities to follow. Jesus, how many times do they mention CBDCs in this article, huh? A lot of people out there will cheer when these digital currencies are introduced. Of course, the big bankers will, the governments will, but it is, but to understand that once everyone is using them, your financial privacy will be almost totally gone. Of course, they can track you. They will be able to track where you're spending it, which country you're spending it in, your location, and how much you just spent and what item you just spent. Okay, anywhere in the world. Authorities will be able to track virtually anything that you buy and sell, and I'm sure they won't hesitate to use that information against you. Needless to say, the potential for tyranny is such a system is off the charts. Well, that's going to happen, guys. We're going to live in a world of um, Demolition Man. Remember the movie Demolition Man? I think it was 1995. Snipes and Stallone, amazing film. Or Total Recall, that movie, amazing. That's the sort of state they want us to live in. Can you imagine a world in which you are restricted from buying meat for a while, because I've already used your carbon credits for that month. Yes, here we go, guys. This is going back to the World War II rations. Because my father was in the war, and my mother told me that they used to have rations, like rations for milk, rations for eggs. You can only buy a certain amount of rations each week. Okay, you got ration cards. This is what's going to happen, guys. But instead of ration cards, it will be all done on your phone or in your bank digitally through CBDCs. Your financial privileges could be potentially restricted at any time at a whim of a government bureaucrat, and if you're a big enough troublemaker, you could be what deplatformed from the system permanently. So if you're buying, say you're buying guns, you're buying drugs with your money, okay, they could put a stop to that. They can kick you out of your bank account and everything, okay? You'll be left stuck. Of course, in order for such system to have real teeth, cash and other forms of payment will need to be phased out, and that is precisely what's happening right now in Europe. The following comes from official website of the European Parliament. To restrict transactions in cash and crypto assets, MEPs, members of the European Parliament, want to cap payments that can be accepted by persons providing goods or services. They set limits up to 7,000 for cash payments and 1,000 for crypto asset transfers, where the customer cannot be identified. Ultimately, they will keep lowering the limits until the use of cash is almost completely eliminated. Everyone will slowly but surely forced onto the new digital system and it will be system that will control with the iron fist. The system will be in charge, guys. It's not a guy in an office on a computer looking at all these transfers. No, this is going to be done by AI, and if AI finds a transaction that AI thinks it's dodgy, it will lock your account, and it will put a red mark on your account and uh, forward it onto a member of the banking system. Okay, they will look at your account and say, yeah, that was okay. He bought a car. That's no problem. Or it doesn't say what he bought. Something up to $70,000 he's just bought. It doesn't say what. It's just crypto to crypto. Well, we'll put a stop to his account, and we'll forward this onto a government body. See, that's how they're gonna lock you up, guys. AI is gonna take control. Okay, and most people will really willing to go along with it. These days, most people are just scraping by from month to month. And one recent survey found 70% of all Americans are financially stressed at this point. Inflation, economic instability, and lack of savings have an increasing number of Americans fleeing financial stress. Some 90% of Americans admit being stressed by personal finances these days, and the majority, 52% of US adults, said the financial stress has increased since or before the C-19 pandemic began back in March 2020. According to the new CNBC Your Money Financial Confidence survey conducted partnerships for momentum. Most Americans simply do not care that these new digital currencies could open the door for great tyranny. They just want to be able to pay the bills and take care of the families. And if our politicians tell them that this new system is good for the economy, they will all go for it. But those of us that are awake know that more globalization doesn't lead anywhere good. Concentrating even more power in the hands of the international elites is always a bad idea, and hopefully we can start to get more people to understand this. So look, guys, this is bad, but we're not going to have a choice. See, it's called Unicoin. This was just announced and released last Thursday by the IMF. Okay, so I don't know your thoughts on this. Leave me a comment, and I'm gonna see if I can find a video about Unicoin. Okay, and I'll post that shortly. Okay, if I can find one today. Thanks for watching.